Imagine you want to change the world, but the hardware you need doesn't even exist and the quantities you require. Most people look at the Giga Texas or the Giga Berlin and see car factories. But what is coming in the next few years will put everything else in the shadow. So Tesla is planning the Terafab, its own chip factory, so massive that it will shake the entire semiconductor industry. We aren't talking about a few thousand chips here. We are talking about 200 million units per year. And if you want to understand why Tesla is taking this extreme step, then stay tuned. My name is Joshua, and I don't want you to buy or sell any stock. I just want you to give you, this valuable information that you can use for your own decision making. Today we're looking at the logic behind the Terafab and why this CapEx shock is exactly, or why actually it's the smartest investment in Tesla's history. The problem, dependency on TSMC and co. Why does Tesla even need its own chip factory? Until now, Tesla has had its chips manufactured just like Apple or Nvidia by the giants like TSMC in Taiwan or Samsung in Korea. Yeah, that works well as long as you only build a few million cars. But let's apply this logic. Elon has set a goal to produce 100 million Optimus robots per year. Each of these robots need at least 2 high-end AI chips. That is 200 million chips every single year. And for comparison, Nvidia currently sells only a fraction of that in the high-end sector. If Tesla relies on external suppliers, they have 3 massive problems. Availability. If Apple or Nvidia blocks the capacities at TSMC, Tesla's production stops. And secondly, margins. TSMC wants to make a profit. A large part of the profit stays within this chip manufacturer. And then you have the speed. If Tesla wants to design a new chip like the A6 or the AI7 every 9 months, they cannot wait for the schedules of others. And the Terafab is the solution for total independence. Whoever controls the chips controls the future. The mathematical cheat code. This part gets technical, but I will explain it simply. So Tesla has filed a patent that Elon calls the mathematical cheat code. Normally, a complex AI model needs expensive 32-bit chips. And to be smart, and these chips use a lot of power and get extremely hot. And Tesla has found a way to program simple and cheap 8-bit chips so that they provide the same intelligence as the 32-bit models. In the Terafab, Tesla will produce exactly these chips, and you will get efficiency. These chips won't melt inside the robot because they generate less heat. And then you have the cost. An 8-bit chip is massively cheaper to manufacture than a 32-bit chip. And then you have the range. Less power consumption in the chip means also more range for the car and longer runtime for Optimus. Tesla is rewriting the rules of silicon. They aren't building general purpose chips. They are building specialized brains, perfected for one thing only: real world AI in the physical space. Economic logic. Let's talk about money. Many analysts, especially on Wall Street, are afraid of the cost of an own chip factory, which is called CapEx. A Terafab costs billions, but we must think long term. If Tesla manufactures the chips itself, something magical happens. And something magical happens to the costs of goods sold. The middleman, TSMC and Samsung, is removed. And then you have Tesla controls the whole entire vertical integration, from the lithium refinery for the batteries to the silicon for the computers. And this means Tesla can offer the Cybercab or the Optimus at prices where the competition goes bankrupt, while Tesla still makes fat profits. And this is the total margin capture. Nvidia makes an 80% margin on its chips today, and Tesla wants to keep that 80% for itself instead of giving it to Nvidia. And this is rational. It's also entrepreneurial thinking at the highest level. The roadmap from AI5 to AI9. Another point most people underestimate is speed. Elon has announced that Tesla is aiming for a design cycle of just 9 months. The traditional chip industry works in cycles, mostly 2 or 3 years. Tesla is 3 times faster. AI 5 will make the cars almost perfect. AI 6 will take Optimus to the next level. AI 7 will, according to Elon, even enable space-based AI compute. In its own terafab, Tesla can test prototypes immediately and adjust production. They don't have to wait in a queue for those production. So this speed advantage is the moat, and no one else can easily cross that. Tesla learns faster than other companies on its own planet. Conclusion, calls to action. The terafab is not a risk, it's a necessity. If Tesla really wants to scale the world with millions of robots and autonomous taxis, they must build their own brains. I am very optimistic because I see the logic behind this vertical integration. It's not about hype, it's about total control. And that total control over cost and technology. The terafab will be the backbone of the new global economy. But what do you think? Is Tesla too brave? For trying to do everything themselves? Or is this the only way to truly remain number one? Write your opinion in the comments, stay rational, stay optimistic, and I'll see you in the next video.